Okay, I think we're good now. There we go. Let's make sure we're all live streaming here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to share this with the Discord. Good morning, everybody. It's an early Sunday morning for me. And I'm just sipping on some coffee here. Let's see here. Okay, so let's get right into it then. Okay, and let's go ahead and get on with this here. So, what are we doing today? So today, we are going to go ahead and build up our magic vocation. So I've definitely done some work off stream here. Honestly, I was just kind of like, I forgot to stream what I was working on. But, so what we're doing today is we've gone ahead and, in order to handle a mundane vocation, which is just like a class, it's the same thing as like a class in like D&D or like your job or profession or whatever your thing is in Fogent roleplay. There is a special kind of vocation. There are magic vocations, and the big difference of magic vocations is they give you access to. Hello, Oren. How are you this fine morning? I'm doing pretty good. But my explanation, good here, good to hear. So I'm just drinking some coffee and continuing here to work on the magic vocation stuff. So I did basically what I ended up realizing was a mundane vocation is rather a magic vocation is a superset of a mundane vocation. And but I need to handle magic vocations in kind of a special way because they have magic resource. And so in order to do that, I had to break it apart some more. So basically what we're going to have here, so we have mundane vocation actually sorted out here. So the way a mundane vocation works is you just have the mundane vocation skills, and then you can build up with a mundane vocation, and then you're good to go. The magic vocation is going to be a bit more complex, and so we're going to go ahead and kind of work on that today here. And I'm kind of going through this as I work through this. This will be something that I haven't really worked on similar code like this over in my old example because, to be honest, like I didn't really have that kind of, I didn't want to support that feature back then. But now if I'm going balls to the wall, then I might as well support it, right? So here we have our magic vocation. So right now we currently have 2 messages on it. And if you actually look at the type of a magic vocation, right, it's basically a mundane vocation, which a mundane vocation contains our vocation stat, it contains weapon skills and vocational skills. And then we have a magic vocation skill list. So that's like appended on to our magic vocation. And then on top of that, we also have the magic system. And the magic system is going to have some interesting information about, like, hey, what skills can I do? What skills can I display for the user to choose? What kind of damage types can they do? That kind of stuff. And then current magic resource and magic resource cap, they're really simple. It's just like a mana pool in like a video game. And we're going to calculate the size of the pool based on certain constraints. And then we're just going to allow users to, toggle that up and down as they burn their magic resource on their character sheet. So then, let's go ahead here. So then our view, so we have our model and our dispatch. The nice thing is, actually our view is going to use the, it's actually going to use the what's it called? It's gonna go ahead and use what we kind of get out of the mundane vocation, and it's going to basically inject into that additional UI elements so that it's all relying on the same code, but we get extra functionality. So then right here in our mundane vocation, we can see we have this Bulma box, and it's wrapping these. It's a sequence of React elements. So actually, I think what we can do here, if we go ahead and, so if we get rid of that, so where it's no longer a Bulma box, so now it's just, this returns a list of Fable React elements, which is perfect. What we can then do is start injecting stuff in here. Now there's two ways to do it. I think there's one way that's going to be better than the other way. So one way you could do it would be this child view function here could look for, basically you could give it like dependency injection functions to like put stuff in certain places. That's one way to do it. You could also just handle it up here because I know, like, because I'm literally a higher order than this guy, I actually like the idea of injecting in UI more, and actually specifying it with a function, like a dependency injection function, rather than this higher level guy just putting things in at a certain sequence. What do you think, Oren? Do you like, if you had a UI and it's a list of like React elements, and you need to put more stuff into it, so would you rather just like insert it into the list at the higher order, or have the lower level view function here ask for, hey, what do you want me to put here? That's a good question, actually. I think for now I'm gonna go with I guess a good thing to think about is if he's going to rewrite the child as CLI app. What do you mean? Isn't this just view? I don't think the CLI, how it will be easier to do it. I guess I don't understand what you're saying. In terms of how we're writing the view? Because I think I'm gonna start writing some code here. So we're gonna let's try it the stupid way first. So we can do view. We can do mundane vocation dot view. If you just want to describe your app just based on the update of the child only. Isn't that already kind of what it's doing though? Because right, like the view won't, it's not gonna matter, or at least it shouldn't. So then I can do view here. I do need to pass down the attribute set And the what's cool, I do need to pass down the weapon skill names, but I also will need the magic information. Okay, so that's good to know. So I can copy this. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank on what you mean, but I don't. I'm assuming we're actually doing this the right way because, I mean, like, right, like the view's not gonna get affected by, as long as we're not doing logic in our view, then we're good. And this won't be I mean, this is logic only related to the view. Like, I'm literally just like, um, I'm just organizing how the view will look in here. I'm not necessarily doing anything fancy. And then this would take a model and a dispatch, assuming the view does not exist too. Oh yeah, I mean, like, again, like this won't be I think impacted by that at all, because, like, you know, we're just doing UI stuff in here, so there's no logic. So then I can do model, and I can do dot mundane vocation, and then the last thing it needs is my dispatch. So this dispatch will handle so I'm handling a mundane vocation message. Yeah, I agree. Because that way it makes it more explicit, and you can actually name stuff. Otherwise, like, I don't know, like whenever I'm just injecting stuff into a list, it always kind of something always sort of feels wrong, right? Like whenever you're I don't know, maybe that's just me, but like whenever I'm just like randomly inserting at certain places, that seems kind of like it could be handled better maybe. Okay. Why does it not understand what it is? What does it think model is here? It doesn't know what model is. We'll tell it what model is. You are a magic vocation, silly. Now we should get the mundane vocation. Cool. And actually, let's go ahead and just kind of move this to the side here. We don't need all this. So we have our view here, and we can call it, but now we want to start injecting stuff into here. So what I'm kind of thinking in terms of UI, I would like this. What I want it to be is, so it's gonna have thinking we kind of put the because we're gonna basically, for that magic vocation, we are going to have our little like mana tracker as part of this UI. This will load. So what I'm thinking, so if here's like a magic vocation here, then you'll have, you know, this stuff here, and then above this, we'll make space in this row. So right after, actually, it could even go up top. Maybe I could be. I don't want to cram it, but then we'll have down here. So we'll have that, and then we'll have like a little area down here. Maybe actually it's better to put. Oops, my bad. Maybe it's better to put it at the bottom. Maybe it's better to put it down here. and then have that track our have that track it. Actually, you know what? If it's at the end of our list, then I don't even think we need a function. We don't even need to pass down dependency injection. If we just know that, hey, the magic resource counter is going to exist at the bottom of this, then we can just append it onto that list. Yeah, and I don't think that's any less clear. If I was inserting at a certain point, I would feel bad, but if I'm just appending onto the end of the list, then maybe that's better. Let's try that. So we have our mundane vocation view here. So right, this is going to call, and this is going to produce out a React list. So then we can do some fancy piping operators. So we call the mundane view, we list dot, and actually let me just check here. It is a list that this returns, right? Is it a list? Or is it a sequence? Okay, list is fine. So we can do list dot append, and then here we can do, actually we have this backwards, don't we? So we can do list dot append, we can give it our first thing here, and then we can give it actually I kind of like the structure here where we would pipe it into this, because that way we're actually doing the code that's relevant here first, and then we're just showing we're piping it onto here. So then we need to give this a list of Fable React elements, and really all we want here is we just want a little counter box. So we want to, and actually, you know what, it'll have a similar structure probably to kind of like, we can interpret, and again, we're just like roughing out the UI. We care more about the functionality of the updates more than anything right now. Like we don't as much care about how things look. We just want it to be usable for right now. So then we're gonna do Bulma. We'll do this. We'll do and because these in here, these are just stacked on top of each other right now. So we do want Bulma columns. So we'll do Bulma. What can I spell? And then within Bulma column, we want. So the first thing we're going to want is the magic resource. So we're going to say Bulma dot column, and then here we'll do property. And then we're gonna go ahead and inject in here. So I think it'll look clean here if I kind of have it to where it's like, I'm kind of use this to rough it out. So like it'll say like magic. No, we'll just like say the name. So it'd be like Fell Blood for Fellcraft. Fell Blood. And then Fell Blood, and then here it would go like, and maybe I actually have it to where it's like there's a, I gotta figure this out, but like maybe it'll be like, so Fell Blood, and then current, and then you could do like, you know, like 8 or whatever, and then you do cap, and that would be like 10 or whatever. Something like that. It does not have to be super pretty right now. Like that again is not what we're worried about. So let's say property text here. We can go to our model. We can give it R. And because we have our magic system here. Oops. And we can give it the resource name here. So our first thing in the column will be that. Then the next thing we will have will be, so then we'll do the current. So then we can do, oh right, I'm in the wrong one. Column. Man, I can't type this morning. So we'll say, let's do something kind of fancy. Let's use some string interpolation here. So we're gonna pipe this at the end of this, but we're gonna do and this is gonna take in two things. It's gonna take in, because we want it to say like current, something like that, and then we're gonna in here interpolate integer, and that will give it model dot current. Nice. And then, oh, but hold on. So this would work for, this actually would work better for the max. But for, because we want the user to be able to change like their current one. So we can do, we want to give it an input box. So I think we can just do, I like the way I did it here. Yeah. And that way we can actually put on here, we can like assign like maxes and mins and stuff. So then here I can say column, then I can do Bulma. We're not going to set a max. We are going to set a min. The minimum is 0. And then the prop.value is just going to be the model dot current magic resource. Hold on, it might be angry at me here. Yeah, I have to cast this. So now we should have UI appended to the end of our mundane vocation that is columns, so it'll kind of look like the skills above it. It'll have the name of the magic resource. It'll have the place where the user gets displayed their current magic resource, and it allows them to change it. Oh, wait, it doesn't allow them to change it yet, so we got to do prop.onChange. And then we can do I'm missing. Oh wait, no, I can't do the. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can say that set current magic resource of uint. Oop. Can I get the dispatch here? Do, 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 do. Oh, right, because it doesn't know. That's easy, I can hard code that. Or it's not like really hard coding, it's actually like cracked coding. And then, what are you angry about? Oh, right. So actually I need to do... Because I need to cast it first, and then once I cast it, I can give it to this. I actually gotta do... Yeah, I gotta do... Cast it to int. No, you're angry at me. Unique overload or on-change could not determine the type information. Because on-change should... maybe it needs the... that might be it. It might need the... I think I have to... Because I think on-change is a really flexible function. And so if I don't provide it, kind of... I might have to actually... Let's see. Because I know how to do it without it. I can just do... function num... And then I would... Because I would do... this here, where you just dispatch... I would do what I would do. I would say num. What? Oh no. I'm being stupid. Actually, I had it right. Hold on. No. Okay, it's still here. It's so funny, Oren. Every time I do these, I always get them slightly wrong, and then I have to like go back and look at them later. But I know how to do it this way, the brute force way. So then I can do my dispatch here. And I can give this guy what he needs, which is gonna be, and num is coming as an integer, so I can do uint. Does it need some help? I think it might need some help here to figure out its type. Can I have this coming in as a uint? No, you can't. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it was just confused. Okay, so... Nice. So now I can appear, say, hey, when the user does set current magic resource, they'll send to me new current magic resource. And what I can do is, if the new current magic resource is greater than the model dot magic resource cap, then, so basically if you try to put like, your cap is 10, and you put in 100, then I'm just going to set it to 10. So then, model, and then else, oh no, wrong. So if it's this, then we do current. And then if it's within the range, else are model with current magic resource actually no, I'm doing this the wrong way, aren't I? Should be doing it like this, where I do model with current equal, and then do the logic in here. I really like I love deconstructing objects and like doing like logic within them. It's really nice. Oh, it's getting angry about me about indentation. That's okay. If why don't you go ahead and figure out how you want to be formatted, sir? Hold on. It's just getting pissed at me about how I'm indenting things, isn't it? What if I just go psycho mode here and I just say, okay, if new current magic resource is greater than model dot magic resource cap, then we go ahead and we're going to return the model dot magic resource cap. Else we go ahead and return new. Is my Phantomos not working right now? I think my Phantomos UI is like just totally not working at the moment for some reason. I think I can do this. Oh, it sucks having to actually format your code by yourself and not just have the tool do it. I don't know why it must be something weird with like, I might need to relaunch my VS Code here maybe. Okay, so we can set our current magic resource with the new one, and we just check if it's greater than our cap. If it is, then we just set it to the cap, else we set the new current magic resource. That all looks good. We don't have an init here yet, that's okay. Okay, so now so I'm all happy about this right now, and we are going to add additional stuff here. But let's see if we. I want to get to a point where we're compiling. If we can get to the point where we're actually like, if we're like actually running, that would be really nice. Because then we can start looking at stuff. And so then we got the vocation up here. And actually, what's really nice about vocation. So vocation becomes really simple. Because a vocation is either a magic vocation or a mundane vocation. And then what I can do is just say, calculate dice pool, this all looks right. That looks right. One sec, I'm using the restroom. I'll be right. Okay, I've returned. So what? So we need to make it so that our he just isn't aware over here. Probably accidentally misnamed this module. No, we did. We named it right. So what's this information saying? Hey, all branches of the pattern matching expression must blah blah blah. Ah, yes, I need to cast this. Why is mundane vocation happy about this then? Because mundane vocation is just returning a mundane vocation. Oh, right, I see. So we need to go down here. So after we run our update, we then need to run our mundane vocation here, so that'll cast it back to the type of the vocation. And then here, this will cast this to the magic vocation. So now those are happy. We'll do calculate dice pool here in a second. Why is this angry here? It was quick to have a message and a vocation. Oh, right. Just do that. And then we will deal with this abomination here in a minute. We'll deal with all the code calculation here in a second. 1 minute. We'll just say model for right now. I just want to get things working again, actually. Oh, we do need a base case here. Good. And then what's really cool here is all we have to do is just call. Actually, this is gonna be really neat. So we don't need like most of this. All we're gonna do here is say, hey, match our model with. So if our model is a mundane vocation, then we do the mundane vocation stuff. And then what does this get? This guy gets the attribute set, the weapon skill names, and then what does he also get? I think he just gets then model and dispatch. Let me give it mundane. Nice. And then we can also give this here and say, hey, if it is a magic vocation, then I want you to do magic vocation. Man, I freaking pattern matching is just the absolute, like, I really don't want to work in a language that doesn't have pattern matching. It is so powerful. Like, if you could give me the option between pattern matching or you give me pattern matching, or I mean, you can literally just do pattern matching for if statements. If I would remove ifs. If I could only have one, I would be fine with, like, just get rid of the if. I will just use some a little bit more verbose pattern matching for the simple stuff. But it's where it's necessary. It is so powerful. It's ridiculous. We're gonna have to go figure out what's going on down here with this guy. That's a question for the chat. What is your favorite, for the chat, what is your favorite programming language feature? Like, what is a deal breaker for you when you're selecting a language that you actually want to, like, do? What is the, like, standout feature where you're like, yeah, if it doesn't have that, I think that's like a deal breaker for me. Nowadays, I think for me, honestly, I think it's pattern matching and currying, actually. If I can't pattern match and curry, then I'm kind of upset. Dispatch. So he's happy for now. Who's angry in this file? Ah, you are. Why are you angry, sir? Oh, I see. No, wait. Oh, I see. I'm being stupid. Okay. And then, is everybody else happy in here? So he's happy now. Okay, that's good. And then we can do... So I know we got a lot of red down here, but we're going to keep working our way up right now. That's like the important thing. Combat rules. You are going to get angry at me, aren't you? Ah, yes, because you rely off of... Actually, you know what's so beautiful about this now? Because we restructured the type of vocation and we separated out weapon skills into their own thing. So now, I don't even need to do this. We'll leave that maybe for. I can just do this. Hold on. Because I know if you provide me an item stack and a list of vocational skills, then I'm pretty sure the rest of this just works. Let's see here. Hold on. So for recalculate combat rolls, taking the vocation skill list, and one thing we might want to go to here. Because we don't need to deconstruct this now. So before, where I was having to do this whole thing here just to... Yeah, this is so beautiful. I love this. Oh. It's so good. So we don't need any of this now. Because now it just can... Man, that's so elegant. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, who's getting pissed at me now? It doesn't know what a vocation skill is. That's fine. You don't need to know. Actually, combat roll data should have vocational skill. You do need the list of vocational skills. Okay. Cool. So now we can go look up in character here. What's character angry about? It's angry that... what's really cool is I don't even need this anymore. Because I already have all the weapon skills, so I can just do... Oh, so I do need... I actually do need a function that goes through a... Okay, so I do need one function. I do need one function. Okay, let's go write that function then. That should be easy. So if I go to Fogent roleplay... So we say... let vocation to vocational skill. I want weapon skills right now. It's to weapon skills. And it's going to take in a vocation list. And then we're going to go ahead. We need some additional information here, I believe. Actually, no, we don't. I think we could be good. So if we look here, we can say, okay, we're going to, actually, I think I can probably just steal what I had before I ripped it out. I did have a function somewhere here. Yeah, this. It's not going to be the exact fix for us here, but it'll be close. So I can say... vocation list to vocation or weapon skill. So it's gonna go across, but it doesn't know what a vocation is yet. You are not smart enough, sir. You are a vocationalist. So I want to collect. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a more complicated thing here. So I want to per I need a function here. So I'm a function that takes in the vocation. And we're going to match that vocation with, so if it's a, so if, oh yeah, I need this, don't I? So if you have a vocation and you have a magic vocation, then I just want you to take the magic vocation, and I want you to grab, in the mundane vocations, I want you to grab the weapon skills. Otherwise, if you are a mundane vocation, then I just want you to did I not? Perfect. And then that just returns to us a list of vocational skills that are weapons, which is perfection. And then what we can do is so then what can we do? We can take this, and then over here in, was it vocation where we were? We need, why did I make this? Well, hold on, why did I make this? Oh yes, it was for combat roll. I think it was for here. No, it was for character, right? Because character, I can do vocation list to weapon skills model dot vocation list. Cool. You're happy. I'm happy. Equipment. Okay. Nice. Okay. So technically, I think we can run now. Hold on. I need to look at these errors. I'm gonna go ahead and commit it as it is, and then I'm gonna do some more, because like we have so many changes right now, it's insane. Oh my gosh, this was a massive refactor. But that's what's so cool about F sharp is like you can just be so bold. Just caution to the wind. That all looks good. Yeah, we definitely shuffled some stuff around. That got completely built from scratch. I think everything else is good, so we're just gonna commit this. Refactored how magic and mundane vocations work. That was a massive refactor, geez. Okay, so we're still breaking right now, but we can at least address this now. So vocational, so magic vocation skill here. What was this? Magic vocation skill. This was if I think this is a really this is an old thing. Yeah, I don't think I need this because I'm already handling that in. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. And then here, yeah, we definitely don't need this. This was the old way, and this is already being handled by other things now. I think we're good. Okay. So then where are all of our errors? Why are these? Oh, because I have to remove these from my. Actually, do you just not realize that I'm not using these anymore? Mundane vocation skills. And my incomplete pattern matching is on the check. This is okay. I think we're okay to see if this launches now. I know this isn't going to work because we definitely got to fix some stuff, but hold on. I think we can actually .NET run without anything exploding. Yeah, so I think this is all good and working, which is awesome. So at least this will display. I think we completely broke. Yeah. So this, I don't know why there's two. Oh, there's two of these because each of these assumes you'll have a. This is actually really good. So what's cool is, let's see here. If I do this, that's fine. So basically, I have two. Each of the lists thinks that it needs to provide the ability to. It needs to give the UI basically that's going to add in something. And you don't necessarily need that. But good. Okay, so we're not freaking. We're not breaking right now. Which is good. Okay. So we can actually run. I'm going to stop the server because we definitely got some more cleanup to do on our side. Removed some old magic vocation files. Okay, and also I just want to go through here real quick and see, is there anything in here that's currently unused by our, yeah, like this I can get rid of. Just clean up my code base here a bit, make sure there's nothing in here that I don't need. Good. Mundane vocation skill. So I already made this here, didn't I? How do I handle this now? Right, I just handle it at the list level. Okay, perfect. Then I can get rid of this. Mundane vocation skill. Okay, we're just cleaning up our code base here. Hold on, I do want to beautiful, fixed, skill, good. Okay, good. So we just removed a bunch of old files that we don't need anymore. Trying to keep things tidy. Okay. So now we're back in a semi-stable place. What I would like to do now is so one thing is right now each of our views here contains an insert for that, and we don't necessarily want that. So it'll be the vocation that knows, yeah, that's it's really that simple. So like what it'll be here is we'll move the responsibility of actually I think I already kind of have. Let me see here. Because basically we're going to want, the list itself is truly just going to be the list, and then it'll be the mundane vocational skills that's responsible, actually. He's the guy that's aware of what gets inserted, so he needs to be the guy Yeah, because like he's literally representing both of them. He will represent the insert. And so he'll define like, hey, what are the valid things that you can try to put in here? And the lists will truly just represent themselves. So then what we can do here is we're definitely gonna need Bulma and stuff here. So we can do open Feliz, open Bulma. And what are we doing? We can just do it like this. Actually, we can do it like this. Just do the append operator. And I can append my actual UI down here. And so this will be the guy who's responsible for actually adding the weapons and stuff. This actually makes complete sense. This is like the right level to handle this at. So then, what's gonna get moved? So basically all of this needs to get moved. Actually, it's literally this. So this needs to get moved. So then we can go back over here, and my thing here will be this. Why are you guys angry? Why are you angry? Can I crack? What the hell? What did I just do? Are they just angry in general? That's right. Is it this guy? No, you're doing your job. Are these not a React? These are React elements. So why are you angry at me? Why are you angry at me? Why is this angry at me? I actually don't know. I'm just being stupid. This expression expect to have type. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do some experimentation here. Oh. So it's happy with that. It's not happy with this. Bless me. Bless me again. Why are you angry at me twice? Does this not return? Ah, I see. What are you missing? Attribute name set, vocational skill name set, the model, and dispatch. So you're just returning something funky. What are you doing wrong down here, sir? You given dispatch, model, that. This is not returning correctly. So this is the problem with this guy. Attribute, vocational name set, on change, disabled, model, dispatch. That looks right to me. It's both of these. Why are you frustrated with me, sir? They're both not giving something. No, they're each so weird. You know what it must be? It must be some I actually do not know. Cause that's valid. Why am I going insane here? Why am I going insane? This doesn't make any sense. It must, maybe it's something weird with like the type definition there where I don't know. Maybe it's something where like the compiler can't figure it out for some reason. It also just might be some weird thing with the syntax with the append operator. That append operator is like, it's cool, but sometimes it just doesn't do what I want it to do. So maybe we're running into one of those problems. Let's see here. Okay, he's pissed. Why are you pissed? Show hover. So this doesn't know what kind of list it is, I guess. Why don't you know what kind of list you are? Okay, it's something wrong with this. I see what it is. So this really should be coming out as, so these are wrong because these are returning lists. You give it a list and it's going to give you a list. So why is that? Am I not providing something here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It must be this thing. Hold on. This guy must be returning wrong. Yeah, it's him. Of course it's him. Because I never undid this. So that makes complete sense. So now with that fixed, Go over to here. This is now happy, so I don't need all this stupid stuff. Actually, can't we use the... I want to learn the quicker way to do that. So you can do this, and then I think if you do this, you go to the end of that block. I can delete that. Here, I can then do... paste, highlight, end of block, over, delete, delete, save. So that's cool. That's injecting in the... So we're injecting in our actual UI stuff now. We don't need the on vocational skill change. Yeah, so on vocational skill change was our function that was handling when they change that text there. So we don't need this now. And this guy just goes ahead and shows vocational stuff, which is really cool. So then down here, I don't need this or this. Because this guy isn't responsible so essentially this guy won't be responsible for inserting here. He's literally just a list, and it'll be the mundane vocational skill list here, and he'll be responsible for injecting in what we need. So this is really good. Man, it's coming out so clean. Okay, so then we need to make it, no, I want to go one layer, I want to be here. That looks right. We can fix our weapon skill here real quick. And actually, I believe that these inserts will actually get moved up a layer to get handled by the larger type. So then our mundane vocational skills here, actually he'll be the one that understands how to insert something into the list. Yeah, he'll be the one that inserts something into the list. So then what we can do is we need to re-implement this on vocational skill change, and then we need to re-implement this vocational skill name set here as well. If I can do that, then I'll be good. So then we've extrapolated that out. We need to add in our one thing, or a couple things. So we're gonna need to insert. We're gonna need to be able to insert, for sure. So and actually, you know what we can do? We can leave the ability to insert into each of these smaller things, but just leave them on the one down below. So we'll leave insert here on both of these. But we're gonna treat these now as the higher, like the bigger list, he's gonna be the one that's aware, and he'll inject in what's needed. Mm-hmm. And then what's really cool here is all we have to do then. So for mundane vocation skills, so on text change here needs to call we need a new thing here called like insert skill. So insert skill, and insert skill here is simply going to take a skill name, I guess. And with that skill name, actually it's going to take in a couple things. So it's going to take in the skill name, but it's also going to take in the weapon skill names. So then insert skill here, it'll take in the skill name, but it'll also take in the, we'll deconstruct this here. So new skill name and our weapon skill name set. And then with that, if new if weapon skill name set dot contains new skill name, then so if what they added in, the weapon skill name that they added in is present with it, so if the new skill name is present as a weapon skill name, then we go ahead and we do we want to do a weapon skill list dot update, and we're going to, or not, yes, it'll be an update. We'll give it the message of insert and then we will give it here this takes a name, correct? So we're taking a weapon skill list dot update, and then we can also we need to give it the model here, and the model will be our weapon skill list. Yes. Else it's going to be a vocational skill update. and then each of these needs to cast back. Actually, each of these needs to do a. I need to wrap each of these, so then we can just do model here. Then we can take this. What's going on here? Ah. Gotcha, I'm being stupid. Okay. So then our insert skill here is handled. And then down here, so on text change can just be so what? I guess we just want to call our insert, right? So then we can do why are you angry at me? Right, because I need to give it the name in the set. Okay, let's just do that then. here. This will just be weapon. We need to append these together, don't we? See, now this can actually become a list. So like over here, unless we want to like do some clever combining of stuff. I think for now, we'll just do this though. We'll do it's not your job to decide, it's this guy's job to decide. This needs to be a vocation stat, huh? Why are you angry at me, sir? All elements of the list must be implicitly convertible to the type of the first element. So the first element here is a React element. Gotcha. Because I need to actually like convert this to something at this point. Or could I return a, what's it called, tupled? Could I do this? And just tuple it. You know? Because then I can let the higher order guy take care of this. So I'm returning, saying, hey, here's my vocation stat, and here is my list of vocational skills. And then we're gonna see how this looks. I think that we might even be able to simplify this more, but this is fine for now. And then, so this guy's should be happy-ish. So then why is this guy angry? He's angry towards the bottom here, okay. Where I'm trying to do, I'm trying to pen this thing. So he's getting angry because this is returning a, yeah, I see, okay. The problem is this is now returning We're gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, we are back at it. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Okay, so I think I figured it out. So I think it's actually okay in mundane vocation here to resolve um mm, I mean, I guess it all depends on how the mundane vocation looks, to be honest. Because, like, I'm more than comfortable just doing this. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's just see. Because, like, again, we don't care about how things look 100% yet. We're just working through the process here. So then this guy can get converted here to an actual React element. So this is a list of lists. So somewhere below, probably here, I need to list.collect these. Because then this turns this, instead of a list of lists, it's a list of, it basically sandwiches them all together. And then what's cool about that is then this guy can be happy. So we're just gonna do lazy. We're gonna lazily evaluate this is what we'll do, and that way it'll be really sleek. Because now, this is another list, and then what we can do is up in vocation. Vocation will be the guy that actually finally takes these, and Bulma dot UL, yeah. Well, why is this getting angry up here first? This is angry about this, so right. So this one does need a little bit of a different guy here. This doesn't take in weapon skill name. He should be taking in a. Well, he can't take in a weapon skill name, but he also needs to take in a magic system map, I believe. Yeah. So we need this. Actually, no. the vocation should be smart enough here to know that, hey, now that we have a magic vocation will contain, so, no, I don't need this. I already have it. This just needs to be weapon. Because basically what I'm going to do, hold on. I think, we'll see here, hold on. So that looks right to me. The thing is here, the magic vocation will already on itself have access to what data it needs, so I think this is good. Let's see here. And then, just to make sure here, magic skill list, I need to remove this real quick and add it to magic vocation. So magic vocation needs to kind of follow suit of mundane vocation here, where I go ahead and just append stuff like that, yeah. So this looks good, but then I also need up here, and I'd like to actually use the exact same. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause here. I'll come back and code this in a second. I'm going to go walk my dog, so I'll be back. Bye, everybody. Peace.